What up, though? And welcome to the Boss Up Ball Out podcast, your home for organic debate about Detroit Lions news and rumors. It's your man, Professor Curt Steele. Hey, man, thank you guys for staying with me. Had a little technical difficulties this morning, so I had to get myself ready and get on here, man. But thank you guys for joining. Let's see who's in the chat this morning. Before we get started, my man, Kerry, good morning. Hello. Lions Talk Live. What's up, Coach Dan? What up, though? What's going on? James Allen in the building. What's going on, my man? How you doing? Miss Mary Smith. Hey, she's in the building, man. All right, so before we get the show started, and I have a special announcement. I've been recruited for a new platform. I was writing for a Sideline Report for a while over there at the what do you call that? On their website, writing for them, man. And I got a new position. A new company sought me out to become a writer over there. So I'll be writing for Sideliner Sports. So coming at you, article should be dropping here the next day or so. I will post a link to the website. It will be on all of the videos for the channel. But that's the big news. Going over to Sideliner Sports, man. Another guy who worked over there at FanSided, the parent company or parent site for sites like Sideline Report, but Sideliner Sports is the site I will be working on, man. So I'm so happy to share that guy news with you all, man, this morning. So thank you very, very much. So let's get this show started and start it the right way. And of course, let me start by saying my classic, what up, though? And welcome to the Boss Up Ball Out podcast, your home for organic debate about Detroit Lions news and rumors. It's your man, Professor Curt Steele. Tomorrow afternoon is the last preseason game for the Detroit Lions. On today's show, we look at some players on the bubble who have their last audition chance versus the Texans. So do the channel a quick favor. Like the video, share the video, and comment on the video. All these things help us with that YouTube algorithm and get our content out to more Detroit Lions fans just like yourself. If you enjoy the content, please subscribe to the channel. We are on our way to 3,000 subscribers and currently sit at 2,965. Shout out to our channel members, man. If you don't know who they are, here you go. You got T-Bone Locks, Sean Bird, Lauren Vander Esch, Brent DeWitt, Mary Smith, John Martin, and Kukayam. He said I got it 98% right. So I'll take the 98%, man. We're going to roll with that. But shout out to our channel members. It's another way to help us grow the content on this channel. And they get some special benefits as well, man. So channel members, I saw Lauren Vander Esch using them yesterday. You have special emojis for the chat. So make sure you go and do that and check them things out, man. So doing lives, you got super stickers, all that good stuff like that are available on the channel, man. Of course, super chats, but the channel members, you guys got special emojis to put in the chat. So make sure you go check that out, man. Do that thing. So again, man, Geronimo's not on the show today. That's only when my man Big LL is on, man. But yeah. So let's get into it, man. If you're new to our channel and you don't know how our show works, we look at Detroit Lions news, headlines, or takes. If we agree, we say they are bossed up with that big blade dance. If we disagree, we say they are balled on and give our reasons why we agree or disagree. But for live shows, I like to do a little differently. I want to be interactive with you all. If you agree, put hashtag bossed up in the comments or hashtag balled on. If you disagree, put it on the screen and we'll talk about it together, man. No hot takes here, just natural debate and our true thoughts and opinions about what's going on with our favorite team, the Detroit Lions. So happy to be with you guys. So happy to share that news with you guys. That I'm joining with Sideliner Sports. I submitted my first article actually this morning, so it should be up soon. So go check that out. It's Sideliner, SIDLINR. So Sideline Report. So Sideliner Reports, man, good stuff, man. So man, it's great to share that news with you all. But let's get into this content, man. So we got some players. Last call for alcohol, like we say at the bar, man. It's the last chance for you guys to get out there and make some noise, man, for those players who are on the roster bubble, So let's take a look at some of the guys that I think that are roster bubble players for the offense. And I kind of talked about it a little bit over on Coach Dan's show this morning, man. And the first person that I have up, man, has to be Tim Patrick. So the guys I say are on the bubble, they may get cut outright, but they may be brought back to the practice squad. So don't think I'm just dismissing them altogether. The Lions view their team as a 69-man roster, not 53. So they count those vet squad and practice squad players as members of the team because you never know when you're going to need them. And for Tim Patrick, man, I think he's moved down the depth chart. I talked about it earlier. Like he was playing with the twos yesterday in the joint practices against the Texans, not the ones. He's missed plenty of time in camp, and in his own admission, he struggled during training camp. This has been a tough training camp for him. I think Isaac Tesla has moved ahead of him on the depth chart. People will say that he's a rookie and Patrick is a veteran, but Coach Campbell has always said the best players are going to play. It doesn't matter where you got drafted. It doesn't mean whatever your veteran status is. The best players on the team will play. And right now, one of the best wide receivers on the roster is Isaac Tesla. That just is what it is. The eyes tell it. I mean, because, okay, you can say, well, he's only playing in preseason. Well, he's playing against the number twos. But when he gets the chance to face the ones in practice against the Lions ones, he's going out there and doing his thing. You look at the catch he had in practice the other day against DJ Reed. Man, cooked him on a go route. I mean, even Amik Robinson said he's a tough cover. And, Amik Robinson is a dog. So he's pushed Tim Patrick down the depth chart, man. And Patrick is also competing with UDFA wide receiver Jackson Meeks. Jackson Meeks he's led the Lions in receiving during the preseason. So it's going to be a tough fight for those guys, for Tim Patrick. Now, I'm not saying he doesn't have seniority, and I'm not saying I don't want Tim Patrick on the roster. I'm just looking at what's going on with the team right now. He hasn't been playing, and when he's been playing, he's been struggling. So, I mean, take that with a grain of salt, man. Next guy, Jacob said is a roster bubble guy. Do I believe he will make the 53-man roster? I don't think so. I think the other guys are ahead of him, but I do think he's a candidate for the practice squad. And he's a UFL star, man. That former St. Louis Battlehawk, man, he's been killing it. And I think he's shown he has a place on the team, even if it's not on the initial 53-man roster. Like I said, that practice squad, that 69-man roster, he definitely can make some noise, man. Yeah, I know it makes him a candidate to get poached, but you look at what he did in the UFL and what he's been doing in the preseason. I like what I'm seeing out of Jacob Sailors, man. That's one of my guys right there. And then the last couple guys that I got is on the interior of the offensive line. You got Kingsley Ukwanu and Equicon. Sorry, I'm saying that name right. He's still fighting for that backup center spot with Michael Neese right now. And the reason why they're fighting for that is because Tristan Colon is out injured. Both of these guys could end up being on a roster because of the injury to Colon and what happened to Graham Glasgow yesterday. They may want to, backfill that interior of the offensive line just because you have your backup center going out. So those are the guys that I have on the roster bubble, man. Let's get into the chat. Let's see who else is in the building this morning, man. All right, so let's get it up and see what you guys think about the guys I think are on the roster bubble. Let's take this off that banner off the screen and put your comments up there. All right, so of course you got let me get to the top. So my man James, I said I will keep Tim Patrick on the team. I understand that. Miss Mary Smith says, good morning, boss up, ball out crew, Lions fan, of course, my Miss Ma'am Mary Smith. Carrie says that they need to prove their worth, that's for sure. Yeah. Wait till I get to the defense, man. That it's a name on there. I'm like, yeah, he's riding the struggle bus right now. Of course, dang YouTube did its best to hide this one on me. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. I'm glad you found us, man. Who could do in the building, man? What up, though? What's going on? He says, good morning, bosses. Wow, that's fantastic, Curt. Congratulations. Hey, man, thank you. I appreciate it, man. Congratulations on your new assignment. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's about one. It's about one article coming up, man. About a week, so we'll see. My man, Superfan Hutch, man, what's going on, man? Hutch Jr., man, Superfan, what's going on, my man? T-Bone Live says, congrats, bro. I appreciate it, man. Miss Mary Smith said, progressive still, congratulations. Hey, that's what's going on. All right, Kerry says, Tim Patrick, in my opinion, has earned the starting role. He catches everything. Yeah, and so this is Isaac Tesla. I mean, to me, and Kerry, I'm looking at him. I'm looking at Tesla. He's younger, he's faster, and he's just about the same height. I mean, I think Patrick got about an inch on him. He's 6'4" and runs a 4.40. Tim Patrick doesn't run that, man. And with Tesla, he catches everything with his hands. Yeah, but I get what you're saying. It's all in. That was my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? But Trooper said, "What up, though, bosses? What's going on?" All right. So Amy Spry says, "Good morning, boss up all our podcast. Congratulations on your sideline reports. Thank you very much. Are you still going to be doing? Of course, I will still be doing the boss up all our podcast, man. That's a side gig with sideline sports, man. But I will be publishing about an article a week for the foreseeable future, and then we'll see where it goes. You know, I might expand that role, but for right now, especially during the season, it'd be about an article a week, and I will be soliciting you guys about what you think I should write about, man, because it's coming from a fan's perspective. So I want to make sure I'm giving a good Lions fan perspective, man. And my first article this week happens to be about one of the guys I just talked about. So when it's up, I will publish it. I'll make a post for the subscribers. I'll make a post on the YouTube channel, and you'll get the link for the article once it's published. All right. So good morning, Broski Bear. What's going on, Broski with the Moski? All right. What's going on? Trevor says Patrick may be traded soon, in my opinion. You know what, though? Could be. He is a trade candidate. The Lions brought him back, man. And I was one of the guys who broke that story when he said on social media that he wanted to come back. And I was like, well, what are you doing? Just bring the guy back. But I didn't see that freight train coming down, man, with Isaac Tesla. Now, even though we did mock him to the Lions in our Boss Up Ball Out mock draft, I didn't think I would see this young fella doing what he's doing right now out there on the field, man. So, yeah, I like Tim Patrick, man. Don't get me. Y'all don't think it's Tim Patrick hate, because I don't hate Tim Patrick at all. But I'm just looking at what's going on the field and what's going on when he's not on the field. So yeah, Tim Patrick hasn't played his preseason game. Coach Campbell said in his presser, Tim looks good and is harder on himself. Dre Day, I agree with you. He did say that, and I do remember that. And I do remember Tim Patrick saying it out loud that he was sucking right now. You know what I'm saying? He was he was riding the struggle bus. So, but I'm not the only person who says this, man. Like I read the piece from Jeff Risden. Risden was like, bro, it's gonna be hard for him to overtake Tesla just because of what Tesla is doing. So, I mean, it is no hate on. I'm not hating on Tim Patrick at all, man. Brown, J-Mo, Tesla, Meeks, my starting four. Okay, Trent Reap, what's up now? Dre Meeks won't make the roster, unfortunately. Hey, that's your opinion, man. You know what? It's gonna be tough. Now, he was the guy I mentioned to have it that's competing with Tim Patrick for that final roster spot. So I see what you're saying. All right, Trevor said, I would rather trade Raymond or Patrick than lose me. Oh man, well, Dre Day, we think alike. Okay, Carrie, what's up now? Amy Spry says, hey, everyone, push those like and subscribe buttons, man. Curt, so glad you didn't meet Aaron. Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. So Glasgow is injured. How serious? Not serious at all, Broski Bear, man. I think from what the reports are, he maybe just twisted an ankle or had his foot stepped on in practice, man. He left a little early. The Lions have been they really cautious, especially with the players, especially with their starters, man. If something's even remotely even close to being something that they don't see as a serious injury, but they want to make sure that they get them ready for the regular season, they're gonna pull them out of what they're doing, man. So they're gonna keep them on the sideline. Broderick Martin will make the cut, in my opinion, because of injuries. Oh, we're gonna talk about that guy in a minute, man. All right, Raymond stays in special teams return. Of course he does. All right, I think Tim Patrick is tradable. I think so too. Lovett stays as Khalif's replacement, though. So you're gonna get rid of Raymond and keep Lovett. I'm not getting rid of Khalif Raymond to keep Lovett. Because one thing that Khalif Raymond does better than Lovett is catch the damn ball. I mean, come on now. It is what it is. All right, so we got to move on, man. So I want everybody to like the video, share the video, and comment on the video, man. All these things help us with that YouTube algorithm, man. If you haven't subscribed already, it's your first time to the channel. Subscribe to the channel, man. And it just helps us continue to grow this platform, man. The Boss Up Ball Out merch shop is now available. You can find a link in the description of the video or on the homepage of the YouTube channel, man. Put in the Boss Up Ball Out Pod 10 at checkout. Excuse me, Boss Up Ball Out Pod at checkout. Boss Up Ball Out 10 at checkout. Excuse me, I'm just messing this up. When you spend $45, you get 10% off an item. Channel members, you get 15% off your total order. Check out the community tab, channel members, for the discount code or the link to the coupon. Right. So let's get into this next segment, man, is the roster bubble players on the defense. So we got to do that, man. Who's on the bubble on the defensive side of the ball? And of course, you know the first name, Broderick Martin. He's going to have to make a huge statement on Saturday, man. This is his last shot. Like this, that, you know, what's that? He gonna have to get the mom spaghetti off of his sweater and go out there and do the best battle rap of his life, because the writing's on the wall, man. The Lions, with the addition of Roy Lopez and the re-signing of Miles Adams, is going to make it hard for that former third-round pick to make the roster. It just is, man. And then it didn't help that the Lions brought back Mekhi Wingo off the PUP list this week. I mean, this is it, man. This is that crap or get off the pot moment for Broderick Martin. He's going to have to go out there, man. This is his last really shot to kind of impress the coaching staff, because he's getting further and further down the depth chart, man. So that just is what it is. At linebacker, man, Detroit native, excuse me, Anthony Pittman is looking like a practice squad spot, man. You bring in a special teams player like Grant Stewart, and then you have Zach Cunningham and Trevor Nowatzki, man. All those guys are former starters at the defensive position, man. And just, I don't know if Anthony Pittman can look at those guys, and he's not ahead of those guys, man. They've kind of pushed him off the roster, especially with Grant Stewart on special teams. So, and that's what Anthony Pittman is mainly known for. But I don't think he's doing enough to get past Grant Stewart in the preseason. So he's my guy that on the bubble, man. But I hope he's able to, if they can bring him back for the vet squad, man, because I like him. And you know, one of those linebackers gets hurt. I would definitely like to see Anthony Pittman, man, a Detroit native. I would love to see him back in the 53-man roster, man. So let's get to your comments over in the comment section, man. Let's see what you got on the defensive side of the ball. Okay, so here we go. All right. Dang, coffee is not kicking in. I'm sorry about you, Miss Man. Hey, man, it's all good, man. Curt with a C, named after my dad. My dad, actually, I'm Curtis, but my dad called me Curt. So when I became, when I started doing this public persona, man, I changed my name to Curt, because if you type in Curtis Steele, the former NFL running back will come up, or the former there's a famous painter, or I think a photographer named Curtis Steele. So check my name to Curt Steele, man. So it is what it is, man. Thank you for that, though. I appreciate it, man. Rookies need experience against veterans DBs before they can get to a top 3 receiver, unless the team doesn't have an established top 3. The only thing I would say about that, Dre, he's playing the top 3. He's playing one of the top defensive in the NFL right now, and we have a hell of a secondary, man. Just look at what we did against the Texans yesterday. Look at what we did against the Dolphins. I mean, I know we didn't face both Jalen Waddle both days. We got him in one day, and we didn't see the cheetah, but they did a good job of Nico Collins yesterday, and what we did with the Texans wide receiver group yesterday. The secondary played good yesterday, so I get you saying. I'm not saying that. I like Tim Patrick too. Yeah, so I'm saying I don't like Tim Patrick, man. What up, though? Rant Q, man. I ain't seen my man in a minute, man. What up, though, my guy? Man, that's my dude, man. We goes way back to the Detroit Lions on the Prows days, man. So that's what's up, man. What you got to say, Broski? This is at 6'4", Tessa at 6'5". I think I'll keep Patrick and Tessa. Will get worked into the rotation a lot this preseason. Hype for Tesla. I would, yeah, but I think the hype train is deservedly, man. That kid is catching everything. He got a great catch radius. He can run routes well. I mean, he's fast. Yeah, I'm liking everything I'm seeing out of what my man coach, not coach LL calls the Cybertruck. All right, so Tim Reaper said, "What up, though, man? Rat and Q, man, what's going on, my guy?" Let's see. This is summer day. Okay, we're talking about that. Hey, my man, Attila the Hun in the building says Graham Gaspard's resting until game week practices. I believe that as well, man. Kim's in the building. Kim says keep the best receivers in trade to get what you can for those not making the roster. I agree with you with that, man. You don't want to hold yourself back, man. Has Tesla played in any of the first stringers? Yes, he has. In practice, he's getting first team reps. Like there's a video out there him cooking DJ Reed the other day. I mean, cooked him. I mean, the kid is playing, man. Yeah, he's playing. He's getting first team reps and he's doing well. Tesla has a much higher vertical than Tim Patrick, man, but Tim Patrick makes the 53 man roster. Hey, I get it. So, and I'm not saying that there's no chance because there may be a chance, even with how well that Jackson Meeks has been playing, that he doesn't make the 53 man roster just because of the fact that he's an undrafted free agent. Right now, if you ask me between those the two rookies between Lovett and Meeks, I'm keeping Meeks. Lovett, with all his return ability, his hands just ain't there. Like he needs to work on his catching. I mean, serious. So, hey, like the video, share the video, and comment on the video. All these things help us get this content out to more Detroit Lions fans just like yourself, man. I want to appreciate everyone for coming in, hanging, man. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, like my man Coach Dan says over there. Hit all the buttons, man. Do all them things, man. Of course, I would love to see, to help you get this content out to more Detroit Lions fans like yourself, man. Of course. All right, the Boss Up Ball Out podcast is brought to you by sponsored by Dubby Energy Drink. Packed with brain boosting amino acids. I need some this morning. And vitamins, no sugar. Of course, that's important for me because I'm a type 2 diabetic. It gets you pumped up for tackling your daily tasks, man. Go try all their new favorites, man. It costs you about $1 per drink with a great alternative to coffee or canned beverages, man. No crashes or jitters. Check out the video description for the link to buy Dubby and use that code BOSSOutByLawPod for 10% off your order. Power your day with Dubby, man. Come on, get on that Dubby train, man. Just ask my channel member Lauren Vander Esch, man. He swears by Dubby all the time, man. All right, so let's get into this last little bit of news, man. We do some training camp updates, of course, for injuries. Yesterday was the last official day of training camp. It was the last practice because after the cut down day is on Tuesday, so they're gonna play this preseason game and they'll officially start getting ready for the season here coming up. Maybe the end of next week, but they'll start on they report on Wednesday and they'll start their traditional practice schedule next week on Wednesday. So let's go ahead and get you some training camp injury news, man. Of course, still on the injured list is, of course, guard Miles Frazier, Aleem McNeil, and Josh Pascal. And from what Coach Campbell said the other day, it's going to be a little bit longer for that fella. Malcolm Rodriguez is still on the pup. And then the guys who were not practicing yesterday, of course, we had Tristan Colon with the elbow injury and Hamad Hassanin. He has that pec injury. Of course, you saw it on his social media. He said he's avoiding having to have surgery. So it may be then he'll start the season on the designated for return injured reserve list. So of course, prayers out to that fella. All right, who returned to practice, man? We got a lot of guys back in the building, man. You had wide receiver Malik Taylor, the aforementioned Makai Wingo, Broderick Martin came back, Khalil Dorsey was back, safety Kirby Joseph was back, and here's the best thing that I could be announcing is that Maurice Norris was actually back on the playing field. Man, I love that for that young man. Because watching that video, and I watched it a couple of times, I said I wouldn't watch it, but I ended up going to watch it anyway, is to see that young fella back on the field, man, after that scary incident in Atlanta, man, I'm so happy for that young fella, man. I'm so overjoyed that he is back on the field, man. Who left practice early yesterday? Of course, we know about Graham Glasgow with a lower leg injury, and Seon Vaki left practice early yesterday as well with an undisclosed injury, man. So, man, I hate this, but to see that young fella, man, the best news was Maurice Norris, man. I have a 26 jersey. Of course, it's a Gibbs jersey. I bought it right. I bought it, and then probably about 2 weeks after I bought the jersey, and it's the only white. The new jerseys only have one home white. I mean, road white, and it was a Jameer Gibbs 26. Now I got to buy a road 0, but we'll get to that later. But to see 26 out there, man, if he makes the roster, man, I will be wearing that 26 jersey on week 1, man, because when the first time we go on the road, so definitely. All right, let's get back into the comments, man. We got Tesla has a ton of talent. I think he would be a gradual progress working him to the rotation. Okay, and then Kerry agreed. I agree with Broski, man. We will see a lot of Tesla this year, I believe. Dubai, baby. Okay. All right. So, woo, bosses, my man. Bo Booth is in the building, man. All right. So, the Trim Reaper says almost week 1. Oh, yeah, man. Hey, we got some good reports the other day. Just kind of like some things that we got out of the training camp practice yesterday with the Texans, man. It wasn't quite the boat race that it was against the Dolphins, man. But the Lions offense, man, stood up and they were doing good. The one area that was kind of a little bit rough was the interior running into the interior offensive line, but they got to the edges fine, man. The young fella Jameer Gibbs was out there toasting people on the edges. Of course, St. Brown and what's my man Jameson Williams and those guys were doing great. Had a couple drops with Sam Laporta, J-Mo, Tim Patrick Cal had some drops yesterday, but they continue to play well throughout the whole practice. And of course, on defensive side of the ball, man, they had 4 picks. Man, Kirby Joseph came back, had a pick, man. They just had a lot of turnovers, man. They were making life rough for CJ Stroud and of course Nico Collins. You know, he had a nice catch as well. But you look at this, the Lions are the truth. So you brought this team in that's supposed to have so much more talent than what the Dolphins were, and they were scoring on those guys just as well and playing just as much solid defense. Alex Anzalone was out there doing his thing, man. He looked like his old self. From reports, it was his best practice of camp yesterday versus the Texans in joint practices. But thank you guys for joining me today, man. I just want to give you a little update on that, man. Love to see what's going on, man. I'm ready for the season. So definitely, channel members, you have your exclusive content coming to you guys soon. That's another perk of being a channel member. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Check the community tab. If you haven't done so already, make sure you do this. You follow the crew on your favorite social media platforms, man. Coach Jones does a great job over there on Wolverine Sports Talk, and he has a great video on his Beyond the Ropes boxing playlist. So go check that out. I post content from this channel on all of my social media platforms. And of course, LL, man, had an interesting day yesterday. It's Thursdays, every Thursday on his Instagram page. Not my high media, but the LL Cool Tones Instagram page. So make sure you go and check that out, man. Hey, you know how we do it on Fridays, man. It's like the old school dominoes, man. It's 30 minutes or it's free. So, and it's always free here, man. So, my man Tim Reaper says, have a great weekend to me and to all of you guys, man. Hey, if you're having a good day, especially on this Friday, man, make sure you spread that joy to someone else, man. If you're not having a good day, don't steal someone else's joy. And of course, whatever you're doing in life, you got to boss up, ball out, and be the best version of you that you can be. This is Curt Steele, and I will holler at you real soon.